This is News 6 Tonight.
It feels like we were just here.
Hey, you want to talk into the microphone?
It's been so long, though, that I forgot how to use a microphone. Honestly, we were just talking about how quickly the weekend goes by, but that just means we get to see you guys that much sooner. Hey, welcome to News 6 Tonight. I'm Ginger Gadsden.
I don't look forward to Mondays, but I do look forward to the show.
I do
we
too.
appreciate it. My name's Matt Austin, and we've got a good slate of stories for you tonight.
We always do.
One that I would say maybe one of the biggest stories of the year up until this point in Central Florida.
And it's still unfolding.
Yeah, so the family of the man who died after riding Universal's newest coaster came out today, and they were outraged at the fact that over the weekend, Universal decided to open back up the Stardust Racers ride. This was a fiery press conference today, in part because our investigator, Mike DeForest, stood up and asked questions that I think a lot of people have been wondering, and folks holding the press conference,
they didn't like it.
We're too keen on answering these questions, so let's take a look.
Safety is and always will be at the forefront of everything we do.
Attorney Benjamin Crump rips apart a statement from Universal Orlando's president after the company reopened the Stardust Racers roller coaster, reportedly without telling the family of Kevin Rodriguez Zabala.
Until you do right, Kevin's blood is on your hands.
Rodriguez Zabala died more than 2 weeks ago after riding the Epic Universe roller coaster. The medical examiner determined he had multiple blunt impact injuries. Crump says his team was making arrangements with Universal to conduct their own roller coaster inspection. Why did you not go to the courthouse a couple blocks from here try to get an injunction? Did you
Because we trusted Universal.
Rodriguez Zabala was born with spinal atrophy and used a wheelchair. Before his death, Universal's safety rules allowed people in wheelchairs to transfer to the roller coaster's ride vehicle seating with assistance from another member of their party. After Stardust Racers reopened, the rule changed. Now, guests using mobility devices must be able to walk independently.
This change of policy should have been the policy before Kevin got on the ride.
So everyone is clear. Yes or no? Did Mr. Rodriguez Zabala have, quote, back, neck, or similar physical conditions?
What you mean? He was fine. He was disabled.
That's what the ride sign says.
No.
There, and this is a really difficult position for journalists to be in. So just to let you know, the press conference is all held by one side of, there are two sides to this story, and no matter who you are, you feel bad for this family.
Oh, you feel awful.
It's a very delicate balance here to be respectful, but there are questions that need to be asked. And so when you're in a press conference, you're sort of on their turf.
Yeah.
There's a whole team of people up there.
Sure.
And they're saying
to answer questions from one side.
Yes, that's only giving us one side of the story. So when you're the journalist, you have to ask the things that the other side is wanting to account
that everyone watching too is probably thinking, well, has anyone asked if he should have been on the ride in the first place? And it seems, and Mike was very clear, he wanted to be delicate in the way he asked it, but it still is a question that has to be asked, or else you're not doing your job.
Yes. Did he have the thing that Universal sign said you can't have to get on this ride?
And I thought it was also telling that when the woman got up to answer the question, and she said, in a way, and sort of indicating that Michael had not been the first person to ask that question. She says, I can't believe
people keep asking
this question.
It's one of the big questions.
But if you answer it, then we stop asking it, and then we ask better questions or different questions too. And
I think that was a good question.
It was an excellent question, but I just want to be clear. We are devastated that something like this happened. And no matter if there's a lawsuit at some point brought forth, and if we figure out how this happened, it's not going to bring their loved one back, but it could stop something like this from happening to somebody else. And we just want to make sure we ask all the right questions and do what we're supposed to do.
And I was very proud of Mike that was a seasoned reporter to ask it in a respectful manner. And to do it in that situation, because when you're in a press conference,
21-year-old Ginger is not going to ask that question.
You can't. A rookie reporter, a cub, is not going to do that. You have to stand up in front of everybody. You have to ask the tough question. You have to be willing to get
The heat. You have to take the
crowd
heat.
of people. No. Why are you even asking a question like this?
Not just people. Benjamin Crump, who is known around the
World-renowned,
country.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
exactly. So
Anyway,
nice
good on
job with
Mike.
that. But
Yeah.
hopefully we keep saying it every week, and it's going into its third or fourth week now that we still
don't know
no,
what the
September
heck
17th
happened.
was when
Yeah.
this happened. So hopefully we'll figure out moving forward. But again, our position is we feel awful about what happened to this family, and we don't want it to happen to someone else. All right, moving on. Something that has, we're still in hurricane season. People don't like to think about it until the end of
October
November.
can get pretty
It
active.
can, it can. And so we just like to, remind people of that. And we've had a couple of bad storms out to sea that haven't even directly impacted us, but they're so far out, but they're so big, those twin storms that we had just last week, and they started churning things up. And when you think about our beautiful beaches here, they have taken a beating every hurricane season. If there is one that makes an impact on us, it is bad news. But our Brevard County community correspondent James Barbero has some good and bad news about what's happening out on some of our beaches.
Brevard County tells me that after a week of hurricane swells and strong winds, this is the worst of the erosion we're seeing on beaches. I'm at SPRA Park, and I just talked with Mike McGarry. He manages the county's beaches program. I asked for his assessment of the erosion and just how much of a threat it continues to be here at the coast.
The beaches are adjusting and getting narrow, but for the most part, they're doing their job. Only in a few scattered places have I seen the waves high enough that they've actually cut into the dune line. When it lingers, there's no time for recovery. Wednesday, Thursday this week will be among the highest tides of the whole year, and it's going to be windy this week. So all of that make it a tough week for beaches.
So Otmar with me now, who lives oceanfront.
That's correct.
He's telling me how the last beach renourishment project here is working right now.
I mean, in comparison to last year, we are absolutely safe now. The water is higher than last year, and the dunes is still here, so it's perfect.
Are you still concerned now, though, when you see the new damages being done to the
No,
beaches?
because this is going to come back. You can see it every year because this ridge comes and goes.
Yeah, it comes and it goes just like a wave. And, and it's good to see, very often we report on how bad things get after a storm, but then there's that beach renourishment that happens after that. And it seems like it's starting to work, but there's so much that goes into it. And, you think of Florida and all the coastline we have and how much money
How
and work.
expensive. That's what I think every time we have a beach renourishment
Yeah,
project.
it's a lot of money.
They have to go out, scoop
Yeah.
up the sand, bring it to the shore. And you always wonder, I know I've thought this, how long can we do this for if every year the ocean just grabs
Takes a little bit
of it
more.
and
It takes
brings
a little
back?
bit
But
more.
To see a guy whose home was saved because of this
Oh, gosh.
renourishment project,
Yeah,
that makes
yeah.
you think that, okay, we're doing something right.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll continue to do that because, boy, we have to save our beaches. I just remember when, I think it's Volusia, it's Ormond by the Sea, and when we had one of the really bad hurricanes, and it just came up and just took
Got
the
chunked
land,
out,
and you could
yeah.
see people's swimming pools just kind of like, I know people don't feel sorry for people who live on the beach, but that's their home. And
I do.
I
No,
do
I feel
too.
sorry for
I
them.
really do.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, tough luck, you
they're
live on the
rich.
beach.
Yeah.
They're not. They're not. So I'm glad that that's working out, and hopefully we'll see more of that happen.
Me too. We've reported a ton on text message scams, and they seem to only be getting worse these days. Some can really trick you. A lot of times they'll target elderly folks because everybody has a phone nowadays. One of them offers you a great job, Ginger. You can make $50,
Yeah.
all the way up to $3,000, they say, to do just simple tasks on the internet. Give a like here.
From home.
Give a like there.
Yeah.
You can just do it on your laptop. No big deal. So they sent him a check. It even seemed legit because he did a couple of these little tasks. They send you a check in the mail.
That's how they-
$50.
You feel good about
You're
it.
thinking, hey, this can't be a scam. They sent me a check for $50. Well, our News 6 investigator, Lewis Bolden, spoke to a guy who really is out about $15,000 at this point.
75-year-old Dennis from Ocala says it started with a single text message. We're currently offering a flexible part-time position, which you can work in your free time. Daily wages range from $50 to $3,000.
In a matter of a month, I could make $1,000, couple $1,000 yeah, that would support my income.
Dennis responded to the text and started communicating with who he thought was his new business managers, Arabella Kensington and Antonio Rodriguez. The job was supposedly with Warner Brothers. The tasks were simple: watching YouTube videos and hitting like. Each video was supposed to earn money.
And then they would pay me $3 for that particular one.
Just for liking that.
Just for liking that.
Okay. But then came the opportunity to make more money. They introduced Dennis to the world of cryptocurrency. They had him download crypto apps and taught him to trade. But there was a caveat. He would have to put up his money first. In this task, if he put up $5,200, his return would be $8,448. How much money total did you send in?
Probably, and I've not really looked it up, I would tell you in excess of $15,000.
If I could do a worldwide PSA, I would tell people.
Go ahead, do it.
Hi there. My name is Matt Austin. I'm with News 6. I would like to tell you that we're not taking the solo. We're not taking the solo shot.
Wow.
It's ruining the whole thing.
There it is.
Hi
There it is.
I'm Matt Austin with News 6 Tonight, and we have a public service announcement. I would love to tell you that if anybody ever says you can make money by giving them cryptocurrency, it's a scam. That's the end of my public service announcement.
May I do one?
Yeah, Ginger?
I'd like to say, if you take advantage of an elderly person, I'm coming to your house. That's it.
You're a scumbag.
No, it just makes me so upset because if he's 75 years old and trying to supplement his fixed income, obviously every penny you take away from him. Yeah. And you hate to see that. But they seem to be the most vulnerable in this. And I was trying to figure out and look up some numbers on how many people are scammed and how much money they lose. The FTC can't even keep track of it. They had something like 470 million to scams that began with text messages, but because everybody does not report it and some people are embarrassed.
They don't say.
They don't
They
know.
know they're not going to get their
They
money
feel
back.
terrible. So kudos to him for coming forward and not being ashamed because he didn't do anything wrong except trust the wrong people.
And that's the only reason he did it. That's the only
Yeah.
reason he talked to Lewis was because
Yeah.
he wanted to protect other
Yeah.
people's
So just
nest
don't,
eggs.
man, that's
Yeah.
messed up.
How sleazy. So many people out there trying to stick their hand in your pocket. It makes me mad. All right, coming up, we're going to talk about Habitat for Humanity.
Oh, it's a great
Interesting
program. Been
stuff.
around for a
Some
long time.
good in the world. We're gonna put in your timeline.
We're gonna lighten the mood.
After the break. Yeah.
Not
everybody's
threaten
trying to
everybody.
steal from me.
Yeah, and you got the links from the show just a little while ago, I think. So make sure we have that for News 6 Tonight. Hey, thanks for stopping by. We know you're busy, but news doesn't stop, and neither do we.
That's right. And this is News 6 Tonight, where we leverage this entire busy newsroom with our community correspondents, our producers, our content desk, and then we filter through that. We have a casual conversation about the news that impacts Central Florida.
Yeah, we live here in the community, and we rely on you for our neighborhood network because you're our eyes and ears as well, and we can't do it without you.
So you can watch us all over the place, YouTube, News 6 Plus app, and clickorlando.com. While you're here, feel free to engage. Let us know who you are and where you're from. You know, gum and stuff like that. Hey, welcome back to
Wow.
News 6 Tonight. We're talking about urinal cakes in the break.
By we, he means him and Chris
They're
over
not-
here.
I mean, with the
I don't want
the
to talk about
station
it.
upgraded the urinal cakes.
This is not something
It
we're going
smells
to talk
better in the
about.
bathroom.
You know what I do want to talk about? Ryan's over there dying.
I'm telling you, Ryan. Go check them out.
Boy, I'm going to try and get this back on the tracks right now and do a tasteful rest of the show. Matt,
Good luck.
it's something that I love to talk about. Today is World Habitat for Humanity Day.
I love it.
And it is such a great program. If you've ever been out to, have you ever done a habitat build or been out to cover a habitat build and see the family who's going to get it?
Before Habitat for Humanity happened,
Mhm.
a bunch of people got together and built a house for my family. I don't know if I've ever told you that.
Oh, I know this story. That's what got you interested
My
in
dad got
TV.
injured really bad. He
Yeah.
was the sole provider, and
Yeah.
people got together before
Built a house.
Habitat was a thing and built a house. So we had a
That
place
is
to
what
live.
community is all about, my friend.
Amazing. So I love Habitat.
Oh, yeah, I love it too. But there's Rosen Hotels has teamed up with a neighborhood in Central Florida, Paramore, and they have done a great job in building these homes. Our community correspondent, Mark Lehman, has more on that story.
I'm News 6's Mark Lehman, and we are in the Paramore neighborhood of Orlando, where there's a big milestone when it comes to affordable housing. Habitat for Humanity is celebrating the completion of its 10th home in just the last year, and we're taking a look at what kind of impact this is having on the community. The newest home in Orlando's Paramore neighborhood is move-in ready. Since its founding nearly 40 years ago, Habitat Orlando and Osceola has built more than 70 homes in Paramore and now 10 in just the last year.
In the area, there is a lot of rental opportunity, but not a lot of homeownership opportunity.
President and CEO Catherine McManus says Habitat has been focusing on making home ownership attainable in Paramore through a partnership with Rosen Hotels and Resorts and the city of Orlando.
That was really important for us to be able to have people that are going to be here for life, hopefully, and really make this their neighborhood.
It's already making a difference in the life of Austin Robinson, who moved into his Habitat home just down the street.
It's life-changing. I have a foundation that I can build on now.
Now, to further its commitment to Paramore, Habitat says it's currently in the process of negotiating a deal to purchase this plot of land just footsteps away, and the hope is to eventually build another home right next door.
And you know, it is still the American dream to have your own home.
Yeah.
You can live in an apartment, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you turn the key to something, you know, on the other side, everything is yours and you're at peace. And you can just have your family, have your yard. It's a beautiful thing to experience. And I always love when they have the moms, the families go through and they're seeing their home for the first time. And very often they help build the homes. They are out there putting in they're putting in the sweat and all sweat equity and everything into that house. And it just brings so much value to that community, and it just uplifts everyone in the family and that community as well.
I was looking up Habitat for Humanity, how many homes they have either constructed, rehabbed, or repaired. More than 800,000 homes nationally.
Why do we have the same brain?
Get out of my computer screen. Pretty amazing, though. They're in more than 70 countries and have helped 100,000 families. I mean, it's just an unbelievable organization.
It's a beautiful thing to see when it happens. And if you've ever met someone who's, you know, people think they just give you this house. No, they don't just give you
and they
anything.
vet people ridiculous.
For sure.
Amount
For sure.
going into
Yeah,
that.
so that's really nice to see, and especially in the Paramore community.
Good story.
All
They
right,
need
something else that was great to see. My lawn was a little thirsty. Well, now it's drowning.
Your lawn isn't the only thing. So my lawn has greened up as well. I know.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to let you dig yourself out of that one. I'm not helping.
I don't know. I have teen daughters, you know.
Yeah.
They always talk about somebody.
You're alluding to a thirst trap.
Somebody
of
did a
some
thirst
sort?
trap, and so they're like, "She's thirsty." I don't know.
Jonathan, if you could please help us, and by us I
Wow.
mean Matt.
Yeah, I was gonna say what? Okay, I got nothing on that one.
I don't know where to go either. So let's talk about the weather, Jonathan. Why don't you help a guy out here who's struggling?
Yeah.
By the way, Sue says her dad helped building a home for her.
Oh, way to go, Sue. Way to go.
Good. Sounds like
Nice.
a good man, Sue.
Yeah.
All right, Jonathan Kagas. So we have had a rainy bunch of days, and that's
Yes.
interesting. But the cooler thing, literally, is that by next weekend, the whole situation's going to change for us.
This is how I was with Jonathan's forecast.
I know, and that's the thing. Like from a forecast
That's blinders,
perspective-
everybody.
What'd you say?
She had her blinders on. All she could see was.
Oh my gosh.
Or was it binoculars?
He
Binoculars.
didn't.
Oh,
He
okay.
didn't learn from the thirsty things. So he just continues to just like. He's
Just
got
keep-
the backhoe
keep digging.
now. The shovel
Yeah.
is gone. It is just digging and digging. Oh, I should have said excavator. Is that what it was? Yeah. Okay. Either either way.
Now
So
you're drowning. Go ahead.
Here's the deal. Hey, cold front is coming. Now, I will say we do have a decent deal on the coast we need to continue to worry about. King tides are in play this week. That's the highest astronomical tide, and we also still have that stiff easterly breeze off of the Atlantic that's going to continue to do that. So we are watching for some coastal flooding. The flooding that's going on in Astor right now, that is a primary result of the distant hurricanes we had last week, and now kind of getting that push into the Atlantic on steroids. So we're going to talk a lot about that coming up at 9:30 tonight. But the cooler air that you're alluding to, that comes in at the end of the work week, really as we get into Saturday and Sunday. So that blue color on your screen, this is the temperature anomaly. So where you see the blue, that means we are below normal in that department. And finally, I think for really the first time this year, the entire state of Florida, first time this season, is in the blue. It's not going to be anything too crazy, but I mean, that will keep us in the low 80s. And I know we've been in the low 80s before, but that's because we've been shrouded by clouds and rain. It will be drier, it will be cooler, and it will be that refreshing lower 80s. And for the first time right now anyway, the count is 142 days, which is a record.
Wow.
We could start into the 60s at the Orlando International Airport, surrounding Orlando area. It's been a while.
Will it last, though? Is it going to last more than 2 days, or is it just going to be a quick thing?
I mean, it never does, but this is the big front. This is the one that we look for the middle of October every year. This looks like it's the big one. So now the kind of the tables are turned. It's always kind of, okay, we get the taste of it. It'll be better than the last time. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. It was still nice, though.
But yeah, we'll take it. It's never going to be until the water cools down. It's never going to be good long term.
But what I heard you say is drier, cooler, refreshing.
Yes.
Sold.
Sounds like
sold.
a Pepsi ad.
Yeah.
They
It's
say
the
so crisp, so
unforecast.
refreshing.
Polar bear.
Yeah.
Jonathan, great job. We'll check you out at 9:30. Oh, can I ask you a question? Is it a full moon
Sure.
tonight? Did you mention that?
It is.
earlier?
It is, and
Okay.
that's part of the reason why we have the King tides
tide.
out there.
Okay, gotcha.
It's
All
the
right.
supermoon. It's the supermoon closest
That's what I
approach.
thought. Yeah. Okay.
It's really
awesome.
bright out there. Crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Have
Thank
a
you,
picture,
Jonathan.
pin it.
All right. We appreciate it, my friend. Check him out at 9:30. It's good stuff. Hey, coming up after the break, we're going to get an update on one of Ginger's favorite stories of the year.
Oh my! I mean, we have a storm, theme going on. This dog was abandoned and chained to a fence during a storm, and he's okay, but he's better than okay. He's changing laws. We'll be right back.
He's pretty lovable, too.
Oh my gosh, he's the target.
Welcome to News 6 Tonight. We are so thankful that you're joining us here wherever you found us.
Yeah, you know what this tells me? If you have made this your new streaming destination, it tells me you're smart. Also good looking, because you chose to watch the news in a different way. That makes you really smart. Anybody can give you the news from a teleprompter or an old newspaper. We do it in a fresh new way.
That's right. So check us out wherever you like to stream. We have this app for your TV, News 6 Plus. You can find it on Roku and Amazon and whatever your smart TV is cooking. So thank you. We would love to hear your comments down
Oh my
below.
gosh. Yeah.
And then we'll show them.
Yeah, we will. News 6 Plus. The plus is you.
Ooh. Hey, welcome back to News 6 Tonight. And so The last time we had some storms roll through Florida, we had this awful story about an owner who left this cute little bull terrier chained to a fence outside in a puddle of water during
on I-75
hurricanes. Yeah. And so I think we have some video of the little guy. We have Trooper who ended up getting rescued.
Also, that's the target dog, if you're wondering. Not the
He's a
target
cute
dog,
one.
but
He only has eyes for that owner, by the way.
well,
the whole interview.
wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Wouldn't
of
you?
course. So this was him. This is where they
look at
found him. You know, all the way up to his trunk almost in water.
chained. He's chained to that fence, and a trooper found him. That's why his name is Trooper.
He got rescued. About 40 people, or actually 400 people, wanted this adorable dog for the story and just to help him. He had cancer, apparently. He had to have surgery. He had garbage in his stomach. Clearly, his life was rough. Now, he has this gentleman, and apparently, ever since they met,
Oh,
he has
they
been
are a bonded
attached
pair. They are
to
a
this
bonded
guy.
pair. And Trooper, it changed a law in the state of Florida. The governor was outraged. I don't. He did a press conference about this, and I don't know if I've seen him angrier about many things. And the person who they tracked down Trooper's owner, and that guy got jail time, and now it's a felony if you abandon an animal during a natural disaster like Hurricane Milton or whatever.
Which I think you shouldn't be able to abandon an animal ever. But that's a good start.
Look at that handsome fella, though. I mean,
good-looking dog.
Oh, and what a happy ending. His new owner says he does have a touch of PTSD. You hear certain things, so you can only imagine the things that he's been through during his time before he met the love of his life now and his forever home. It just makes me, oh my gosh.
So that's why we picked the nice stories to end on.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Check us out coming up at 10 and 11 o'clock. Imagine a late night potty break.
Oh, that does
4 o'clock in the morning, and your house starts to shake in Florida where there are not earthquakes. We'll tell you what happened coming up.
It's a surprise you don't want.
No.
We'll see you for the
o'clock.
news at 10. Bye.